Welcome to King Said So, Africa's one land, one language, one currency, one army on King Said So. Africans can unite. Your Pan-Africanist podcast. Enjoy.
Black Heart, the Hustle Continua. 100% good quality t-shirts, made to inspire your goals and dreams. T-shirts are now available at an affordable price. Place your order now. 068-473-6908. Instagram at Black7576. Facebook page Black Heart.
Peace in Pan-Africanism to all my African brothers and sisters from all around the world. Welcome back to King Said So. I am your host, King 053, Mr. Easy Imali Enengi. And we're back at it again with another one. And this time around, we go to Soweto, where the president of the African Transformation Movement, VUYO ZUNGULA, was speaking to his people. You know, they are busy with a rally. They call it the Puso Batung rally, which means government to the people or government of the people rally. So, ladies and gentlemen, there is some serious things that he covered there that I want to get into. But before I do that, you can hear your boy is sick today. I did not have a good day. I'm very sick today, and I had to drink a lot of pills just to get myself give myself some strength. But you know how it is, job has to be done. I was in the farms today. I did a live recording. I went live when I was at the farm to show you guys what exactly is it that I'm doing when I say I am part of the Department of Agriculture, Environment, and what we are doing at the department. So it is about a 28 to 30 minutes clip. Please make sure that you go down and watch that video. Now, as I come back to VUYO ZUNGULA, he spoke a serious problem about African people and the difference between the white people and the African people when it comes to matters of voting. Let's listen to what he said.
If you go to the white communities, those white people vote, and they vote in numbers because they know the power of voting. But in the black communities, people are made to believe bayadlala xa bevota. That is why you see there's no development in our communities, but there's development in those communities. Because we need to understand there is power in voting. The power of voting, uyibone from 1994. The apartheid government, yakhushwa ngompu. Was it removed by a barrel of a gun? It was removed by a vote, meaning that voting system that removed the apartheid government is the same voting system that will remove local government that is failing our people.
VUYO is 100% correct. Africans, they have a tendency of complaining and not acting. Now, white people, you will see in their suburbs, where they are the majority in their suburb, they make sure that they go and vote for the DA, the white parties, to continue to become councillors in those wards. And I'm telling you guys, I moved to a area last year in February, in New Park in Kimberley, where the ward is ruled by the DA. We have a WhatsApp group, and I'm telling you the type of complaints and the way they make the DA mayor run. There can be a paper passing in the streets, they report it. We've got old elderly people on the WhatsApp group, and they have no clue. They're just reporting anything. Even if when the municipality is late in hours and minutes to collect the waste, they report it on the group. There's a lady who's got a camera outside of her house, and every time the machine of the waste passed, she records it and tells us today they came at this time. I'm like, my God, these people. So they our African people have got a spirit of easily giving up. Like, ah, man, so what if they're not what you call collecting the waste? I'll make a plan. That is our African people, and that is why you will see on voting day. I'll make a video of how many exactly white people turn up for their award compared to black people. Obviously, I won't know the exact numbers, but I will just show you that this is a white ward. Look at the people who are voting. So our people really have to be strong because there is power in the voting. That is how we took power in 1994, and that is how we must take power away from the ANC. If that's what we want, you have to go and vote. I cannot stretch it enough. Let's listen what he says about South Africa selling selling raw material instead of processed manufacturing the end product. And I'm going to give you some bomb that you never expected out of this. Listen to this.
The economy must benefit all the people of this country. We are saying as the ATM, number one, process all of the minerals here. Let us not be exporting or taking all of our minerals as they are. They get to be processed somewhere else. They come back to our country expensive as finished goods. We cannot, as South Africa, be a consuming country, whereas we've got the capabilities to process our minerals. We are saying as the ATM, localize the economy. We cannot be having an economy whereby all of the things that we have in our country are manufactured somewhere else. When you look, almost everything that is in your home, you check where is it made. The answer will tell you, made in Taiwan, made in Thailand, made in America, made in Britain, made in Germany, made in China. There's nothing made in South Africa. In other words, we as the country, we are made to be a country that is only consuming. And if we're just a consuming country, we do not create jobs.
My issue with the selling or shipping of raw minerals outside South Africa to other countries so that they can be in their factories there and create jobs that side and be manufactured into a final good and being sold back to art. My issue is this. You hear a lot of politicians saying that, but you never hear a politician speaking about the gap that black people need to fill. For me, I don't care if the raw material is being sent to China or is being made in South Africa, as long as it's still in the white monopoly capitalist. If the company that is turning the raw material into a finished product is white, for me, us as Africans, we are still going back. I'm rocking my Pan African t-shirt today. I hope you can see that. Anyway, so for me, you can cry and say, let's manufacture things here. But yes, who owns the manufacturing? Because after we manufacture the things here, we are still going to complain that Africans don't own the minerals, don't mine the minerals, and don't own the rights of manufacturing. In the manufacturing industry, we are not there. So I'm saying, on top of what they are saying, all political parties need to say, black companies must be able to manufacture the goods. It's important to say back to black because we are patriotic towards our people. You understand what I'm saying? It's not enough for me to say, no, we need to manufacture final goods in South Africa. So what if we are not owning the means of production? If we're not owning the means of production, then we are still feeding our money to the white monopoly capitalists. I hope someone understands what I'm saying exactly when it comes to that. Let's talk about what he says about criminals in South Africa and how criminals get it soft in South Africa, man. Listen to what VUYO said.
Let us deal decisively with criminals. East South Africa cannot be a safe haven for criminals, whereby you've got a government that rewards criminals. Because if you are going to be killing a person, you go to prison. In reward yako in prison, you have 3 meals a day. You have free education. You've got running water. Whereas people out there do not have free education, do not have access to water, do not even have 3 meals a day. That must change. If a person in our country commits crime, let it be known under the ATM government, awuzucengwa. You can't have a government that is playing sweetheart with criminals. Government is playing uti baby with criminal. Instead of a government, oyenza very clear ukuba, if you rape, if you kill, if you hijack, we as a government are going to deal with you decisively.
Now, what VUYO is saying is what I have been saying for many years, that South Africa has got the best guest house prisons in the world. It is true. You get more than 3 meals. You find prisons that have got lockers in their cells where prisoners can keep food, snacks. Prisoners have got cell phones. You know, with Thabo Baxter, he was running a fraudulent forex trading scheme from prison. He was doing interviews and seminars from prison. So our prisoners in South Africa really get it soft. They get everything they want. Our prisoners can get free education. Our prisoners have got rights and all of that. I said, and you guys will tell me if I'm too radical, because that's what you guys accuse me of on the comment section every time I speak. A prison cell should not be a room where a person can fully stand up. They must not be able to stand up in a prison cell. The prison cell must, according to your height, it must be about 30 to 45 centimeters shorter. So you can't stand up, right? You always have to be like this. And the prison bed has to be cement with 1 sheet on top of it and 1 blanket. And a prisoner must eat, if they are lucky, once a day. I have started a fasting program where I don't eat on Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays. So I eat Monday, then I'll come and eat Wednesday again, and I'll come and eat Friday and Sundays. That's my eating days, in order to maintain my weight, and also the cleansing effects that fasting has on us. But we'll talk about that later. So the prison system is really awarding our criminals for committing crimes in South Africa. Go on the comment section and tell me if you agree or not. So I say treat criminals like criminals. Once you commit a crime, especially a serious crime, rape, murder, adoption, kidnapping, and all of that, you have taken your human rights away from yourself. You understand what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen? I don't like this thing of prisoners even leaving the cell. Why are you leaving the cell? Why is it important for a criminal to associate with other criminals? I don't care about rehabilitation in the prisons, in the correctional service. There's nothing that we need to correct. You have made a choice that you want to commit a crime, a serious one, hijacking, cash and heist, and all of that. Now you get in that short prison where you cannot stretch your legs completely, you cannot stand up completely. You stay in there in the, I will call it a dog cage, because that's what you are. You have taken the rights of being a human away. And that's how I would treat my prisoners. No one will hate prison again. Our people, when they think about committing a crime, they think, but prison is not going to be that bad. With rape, they might give me 8, so I might spend 4 years, I'll be back in the block. With murder, they might give me 15 years, I must spend half of that and I might come back. It's just those type of bullshit that our prisoners, that makes our prisoners not fearful about committing crime. Let's hear. So there is the letter. VUYO wrote to the state security agency to say, listen, you need to do something about the security of our state. These Somalians and Indians are taking our business away. Ethiopians and all of that are taking Pakistanis and all of those our brothers who are now trying to monopolize the township economy. And there's a lot of complaint about it, that these people, they are doing as they please in our economy. Something must be done. I agree with that totally. I want to add to that to that layer to say it is not only them. It is also the supermarkets who have infiltrated the township economy that at one point belonged 100% to the African people who stayed in the township economy. But now it is diluted that these Somalians and Pakistanis and all of them, and let's not group all of them into one umbrella and say they are all bad. There are some that are very great people, and I've got friends of them, Ethiopians. I've got friends in Somali. I've got friends in Pakistan. Those brothers and sisters are really great people. But some of them are trying to monopolize our township economy so that it is only them that operates. And also the supermarkets come and compete with them. So a South African trying to start a business, because the government is not patriotic towards African people, you find that our people are suffering because of that. And I've learned to see that South Africans, if you don't harm them physically, they don't care. So they don't see what exactly ShopRite and Pick and Pay and Spar, how much damage it's having on the township economy. The township economy cannot develop because of these supermarkets that are now no longer in town, but they are just around the block here in our townships. So a small township tuck shop cannot operate. And remember, you are competing also with the Somalians and the Ethiopians who don't sleep. They still selling their goods and services past what you call 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock at night. You still find the tuck shop open, and you can't compete. So during the day you have to compete with ShopRite, and during at night you have to compete with the Somalians and Pakistanis, and they have a mutual agreement in terms of stocking in bulk. You are alone. So because the rules of the government does not favor our people, you find that it's difficult for a black-owned tuck shop to continue operating because of that environment of our township economy. So I say there must be higher tests before you rent your room out to Somalians or anyone that is not from South Africa. The government has to be involved to understand the exact agreement that you are having with these people. They must make sure that they calculate and measure the distance between one tuck shop to another, and they must make sure the distance between one tuck shop to another is big enough so that the consumers can be able to be forced to one direction or another. And also they must make sure that not so many Somalian, Pakistanis, Indian, whatever tuck shops can operate within a given geographic area. I want that to happen to my African people, so that when black people open their business, and when I say black, I mean Zimbabwean, Nigerian, whatever, here, because those ones, there are some Somalians, they don't identify as black. They can have a black skin whatsoever. They don't identify as black. They might identify as African, but not necessarily as black. The same goes with our Ethiopian brothers. My Ethiopian brother, he identifies as black. He's got same texture of hair, same texture of skin and everything. But others don't, because of how they look, the Arab type of look. So we have to be careful of that. Patriotic to what South Africans want. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to make sure that you are donating to the Pan African Party, they are busy, they're a small party trying to do their best. Their banking details is on the screen right now. Should you feel the need to donate to them, please, ladies and gentlemen, feel free. Let your money be where your mouth is. Stop supporting ATM only by talking. If you can send 100 rand to their political party, do that. And I advocate for every political party for you guys. If you are supporting that party, I don't care if it's the ANC or the DA. If you are supporting, well, if it's the DA, my African brother, then there's something wrong with you. But all the black parties, if you support them, make sure that you support them with your finances also. Ladies and gentlemen, this week the good news is that Paseta is officially registered. The Pan-Africanist School of Economics, Technology and Agriculture. I'll tell you guys more about that on the live stream that we'll be having on Thursday, which is tomorrow 9 o'clock. Make sure that you are tuned in tomorrow 9 o'clock to hear more. I hope I'll be better in terms of my illnesses. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. If indeed you did enjoy it, it's the first time you're bumping into this channel, or you've been a regular here and you haven't clicked the subscribe button, please feel free to click that subscribe button. It's absolutely free to click the subscribe button. And those who want to be members of the channel, you know what to do. Just click the membership. Those who want to donate, click the heart just underneath me here. Click the heart so that you can donate directly to the channel. So I am so thankful for everyone for their support. 19,000 subscribers and growing. You know how it is, my African people. So let's get to that 20K before next week so that I can send the t-shirts at least by 15 March, or just before my birthday, that is in the 25th of March. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Until we meet next time, don't forget to pray. After you pray, stand up, African child, do your best so that God can do the rest. Peace in Pan-Africanism. I salute you.